to get your knee off of our necks, the 2020 March on Washington is expected to draw 50,000 protesters from around the country. The march is organized by a handful of people, including Martin Luther King III. CBS 46's Astrid Martinez spoke with him about standing on the same spot his father stood, Astrid, 57 years ago.
And that's right. And Martin Luther King III tells me that he's been to that same exact spot several times, and that every time he steps foot there, he can feel the spirit of his father, Martin Luther King Jr. Now, when his father delivered that "I Have a Dream" speech, King Jr. also spoke on police brutality, and his words still ring true today. That's why many of the families of Black Americans shot or killed by police officers will be attending, like the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Eric Garner, and Jacob Blake. King III spoke to us from his D.C. hotel room on how far we've come since the time his father delivered his famous speech and the renewed calls for an end to police brutality.
Everybody is entitled to their opinion, but it's very sad when you look at people in our community being decimated by law enforcement and you don't have the human capacity to acknowledge and say, you know, let's say Mr. Blake might have had some issues with the law. Maybe he didn't hear what the officer was saying. He did not deserve to be shot in the back. That was not warranted.
Now, to deal with the pandemic, everyone will be subject to mandatory temperature check upon entry. Masks are also mandatory, and if you don't have one will be provided. There will also be hand sanitizer stations. That's all from the studio. Astrid Martinez, CBS 46 News.